Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where I explore the most fascinating and mysterious cases from around the world. Today, I'm going to tell you about the tragic and mysterious death of Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student who vanished at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles in 2013. Her body was found in a water tank on the hotel's roof, 19 days after she was last seen alive. How did she end up there? What happened in the hotel elevator? And why are there so many conspiracy theories about her case? Let's find out. Elisa Lam was born in Vancouver, British Columbia, to immigrants from Hong Kong. She was studying at the University of British Columbia, but she was not registered at the beginning of 2013. She decided to take a solo trip across the U.S., visiting San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz, and San Francisco. She documented her journey on her blog and social media accounts, where she also shared her struggles with bipolar disorder and depression. On January 26, 2013, she arrived in Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel, a budget hotel in downtown LA that had a notorious history of violence, crime, suicides, and murders. The hotel was also linked to serial killers like Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger. Elisa initially stayed in a shared room with other guests, but she was moved to a private room after complaints about her odd behavior. On January 31st, Elisa was supposed to check out of the hotel and head to Santa Cruz. However, she never did. Her parents, who had been in regular contact with her during her trip, became worried when they didn't hear from her that day. They called the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, and reported her missing. The police searched the hotel with the help of dogs, but they didn't find any trace of Elisa. They also interviewed some of the hotel staff and guests, but no one claimed to have seen her that day. The police then released flyers with Elisa's picture and description, hoping that someone would recognize her. On February 13, 2 weeks after Elisa's disappearance, the LAPD released a video that would change everything. The video was taken from one of the hotel's security cameras on January 31st Street. It showed Elisa entering an elevator on the 14th floor of the hotel. She was wearing a red hoodie, black shorts, sandals, and glasses. The video showed Elisa behaving very strangely in the elevator. She pressed several buttons on the panel, but none of them seemed to work. She peeked outside the elevator door several times as if looking for someone or something. She stepped out of the elevator briefly and then back in again. She hid in the corner of the elevator as if trying to avoid being seen. She gestured with her hands as if talking to someone or something invisible. She moved her arms and fingers erratically as if under some kind of influence or distress. The video lasted for 4 minutes and ended with Elisa leaving the elevator for good while it remained open behind her. This was the last time anyone saw her alive. The video went viral on the internet and sparked a frenzy of speculation and theories about what happened to Elisa. Some people thought she was playing a game called the elevator game, which supposedly allows one to access another dimension by pressing certain buttons on an elevator in a specific order. Some people thought she was possessed by a demonic force or haunted by one of the hotel's ghosts. Some people thought she was being chased or followed by someone or something sinister. Meanwhile, some guests at the hotel started complaining about low water pressure and strange taste and color of their tap water. On February 19, a hotel maintenance worker went up to check on one of 4 large water tanks on the roof of the hotel. He opened one of them and made a horrifying discovery. Inside was Elisa's naked body floating face up. The police were called immediately and retrieved Elisa's body from the tank. They also found her clothes nearby along with her watch and room key card. They did not find any signs of trauma, struggle, or sexual assault on her body or on the scene. They also did not find any drugs or alcohol in her system. How did Elisa end up in the water tank? How did she access the roof, which was locked and alarmed? How did she lift the heavy lid of the tank by herself? And why did she take off her clothes? These questions remain unanswered to this day. The coroner ruled Elisa's death as an accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder being a significant factor. However, many people were not satisfied with this explanation. They wondered how Elisa could have accessed the roof, which was locked and alarmed, without anyone noticing. They wondered how she could have lifted the heavy lid of the water tank by herself, and why she would have done so. They wondered if there was someone else involved in her death, or if there was something more sinister at play. Some of the theories that emerged were: Elisa was playing the elevator game, a ritual that supposedly allows one to travel to another dimension or encounter paranormal entities by pressing certain buttons on an elevator in a specific order. Some people claimed that the elevator video showed Elisa performing the ritual, and that she either encountered something evil or got trapped in another realm. Elisa was possessed by a demonic force or haunted by one of the hotel's ghosts. Some people pointed out the similarities between Elisa's case and the 2005 horror movie Dark Water, in which a woman and her daughter move into an apartment building where a girl's body is found in a water tank on the roof. They also noted that there was a tuberculosis outbreak in Skid Row around the time of Elisa's death, and that one of the tests for the disease was called Lam Elisa. Elisa was murdered by someone who had access to the hotel or knew its layout well. Some people suspected that one of the hotel staff, guests, or residents could have been involved in her death, either for personal or criminal reasons. Some people also speculated that Elisa could have been a victim of a serial killer or a cult. Elisa was part of a conspiracy or a cover-up by the hotel, the police, or some other organization. Some people suggested that Elisa could have witnessed or stumbled upon something she shouldn't have, and that she was silenced or disposed of by powerful forces. Some people also accused the hotel of tampering with evidence or hiding information to avoid liability or bad publicity. These theories are intriguing and compelling, but they are also based on speculation and coincidence rather than solid evidence. The truth is, we may never know exactly what happened to Elisa Lam on that fateful night at the Cecil Hotel. Her death remains one of the most mysterious and tragic cases in recent history. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more mysteries and mystery stories. Also, let me know what you think about Elisa Lam's case in the comments below. What do you think happened to her? Do you believe in any of the theories? Or do you have your own theory? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.